Alright guys, today we're digging into the 124 to see what we got to work with here. The plan is to just get everything running good, change the motor mounts because they're shot, totally shot, and change the motor mounts and just get the car driving, to get familiar with how the car drives and what I have to work with. The next step, I'm going to upgrade all the suspension to racing suspension, leaving the motor in the car, leaving everything else the same, and then drive the car again, see what the improvement is. After that, I'll pull the engine from here and start working on it. And today I ordered some valve springs, started ordering parts for the engine. Today we're going to get under here, see what we're working with. I've already pulled off I guess this is one of the panels under the body, and it's cool because at the racetrack we do this for better aero. Put a belly pan on the car, but these already come with a belly pan, which is kind of cool. That's great for aerodynamics. Right now I'm just removing these little, I think they're 6 millimeters, 8 millimeters, something like that. Okay, the rear belly pan is off, and so this is the first time I've ever looked in here, so you guys can see it for the first time too. This is a 100,000-mile car. Wow, no rust on the exhaust. That's nice. I guess that could be stainless steel. Well, still got the factory markings on the idler arm. All the ball joints are obviously shot on this thing. No leaks anywhere. That's pretty cool. There's a better shot of these engine mounts from back here. Those things are shot. No leaks on the steering box. Bunch of cobwebs up in here. I don't see any engine leaks. That's pretty awesome. Wow, look at that. Looks brand new in there. It's what you get when you get a car out of Georgia. Nothing ever rusts down here. It's really nice. So this is, like I said, this is just my first inspection of the vehicle. I'm going to go with a company called Ground Control and replace all these rear control arms. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, then a sway bar. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4, 5 control arms back here. And Ground Control sells a really cool, they're like tubular control arm kit. And then back here, I'm actually going to take the rear end out of the W210, and I think it's Kangaroo Racing. They make a rear diff cover. Wow, look at that factory paint still on the, I guess that's a body bushing. Yeah, that looks like some sort of body bushing. So I guess this is the rear. And I'm also ordering a subframe reinforcement kit to weld in places on this. This looks like a rear subframe that goes across here. Let's see if I can get a better shot back here. It looks like something happened right there. Oh, that's a plastic cover. Interesting. The lower control arm, I guess it's covered with a plastic cover. That's strange. Yeah, there's the metal up there. Huh. Wonder why they did that. It looks like these control arms are also covered with a plastic cover. Why in the world would Mercedes do that? Very strange. I guess to keep it from rusting. Road salt. But exhaust hangers are even still good under this thing. Anyway, that's the initial inspection. So let me get these motor mounts out of here, and we're going to drive this thing, see how it does. Tie rod's pretty shot there. All this is getting changed out. All right, so much for the first inspection. I'm going to get to these motor mounts here. These things are bad shot. See, it's totally squatted down. What's going on over here? Yeah, that one's pushed down a little bit, but man, it vibrates like crazy. Also, you might have noticed, here's the windshield wiper mechanism. I'm disassembling this and greasing it. You know, these have the mono wiper blade, and these motors need to be greased or serviced so they otherwise, like I would turn it on and it would go and then kind of get stuck, and you'd push on it and go a little bit farther. So the motor's good. This thing just needs to be greased up. Anyway, so here is a motor mount here. See how tall that is? See how flat that one is? These things are, yeah, so basically big difference there. That's flat and looks like it's actually caved in on this side a little bit. So I'm going to throw these guys in there and then see what the car drives like. Change the oil, just, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, what I also wanted to show is how I've removed all of the cowling that is behind the engine. You know, there's an engine firewall right here, or I guess a double firewall, and there's all of the cowling that goes up here. This is the blower motors down here inside that box. There's these little clips. Let me turn the light on. There's these little clips that you can pry off to get to the blower motor. But I did that, and here's the little rubber isolator mounts for the windshield wiper motor. There's two more over here. There's where the motor plugs in. Moved all that so I could get, you know, to the windshield wiper to refurbish it and service it. And here's all the stuff that comes out of there to get the wiper out. This probably looks familiar. There's the cowl. See, the wiper actually fits right here. And here's the air filters and just some other various cowl pieces. And then there's all the screws you got to take out. I was actually missing one of these clips, but it's a cool little clip. You pull that out and it allows you to pop the cowl off. Hey Rollo, what are you doing? I got this wiper assembly put back together. Let's see how this thing works now. Oh shoot, got to put the keys in there. That would help. But yeah, I had to disassemble it and grease it. And all right, let's see here. Very nice. Weirdest wiper design ever. So the wiper is back together. Also had to replace, found just a used sunroof switch here on eBay and greased the sunroof tracks. Got all that working smooth again. Let's see, put a antenna. All right, good. Antenna's working. So tomorrow I'm going to put it on the scales and actually take a corner weight and corner balance to see what the car is from the factory. I've got some racing scales that I weigh, put one under each tire. And then I'm going to call ground control out in, I think they're in California. It's a suspension company. And call them, give them the corner weights and corner balances, and they're going to send me some race valve suspension and shocks and springs, that kind of stuff. So we'll put that on the car, and I know the weight of the car is going to change after getting a roll cage installed in it, and a fuel cell and all that kind of stuff, and then the engine swap. But we'll get a general idea. See, I've got the scales under the car. See one over there, one over there. See them in the back here. And you can see we have it zeroed out. Let's see what this car was. This is with a full tank of gas in the stock configuration. And I'm just going to lower the car down. And let's see. All right, there we go. It's hitting the scales. All right, there we go. And just settle the suspension a little bit and roll the car back and forth a little bit. There we go. Let's do the same thing back here. Looks like as it settled, went down a few pounds. So we got front left, front right, rear left, rear right. Total weight is 3,500 pounds with a full tank of gas. So now I want to see how we change with the driver in the car. So I'm just going to hop in here and see if I can video that. So 189 pounds, 187 pounds, that's about exactly right. That's how much I'll weigh. And 1090 on the front left, 945 on the front right, 847 on the rear, and 804 on the rear. So there we go. And I'll figure out what the corner balance is by doing some calculations. So that's what we're going to send to the shock manufacturer, ground control, to get everything spec'd out for the car. Just got the car out on the road, brought it by the gas station here, and the suspension is pretty well worn out, so just listening to all the strange noises, but the engine vibrations are gone now that I changed the mounts. But I just want to get a feel for what this car drives like, you know, prior to converting it into a race car. Because like I said, I'm going to put the original, get my seatbelt on here. I'm going to put the, I'm going to drive it around for a little while, and then put the racing suspension on there and see how this thing changes. Got a strange clicking sound. That sounds like a tie rod. I don't know if you can hear it in the video. First impression are, you know, I'm used to driving the 116 and 126 chassis, and man, this thing is way sportier, like way tighter. And this is worn out, 100,000 mile suspension, but this thing feels way sportier. Welcome to Atlanta rush hour traffic. All right, looks like we got a break. Yeah, man, the 124 is way sportier model than the old 300 SDs I'm used to driving. Seats feel more comfortable. They're, you know, tighter, more sporty seats, but totally different car than the old 300D. I took it on some windy roads a minute ago, felt the suspension, and we'll see how it performs after I put the race suspension on here. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll keep you updated on the next video.